Nuggets!
Hey guys, Dalek44 here. I need no introduction, but I got one anyway. You know, ever since I got my Amazon Fire TV stick, I spend a lot of my time watching things on Disney+. Yes, I've been having tons of fun exploring what Disney Plus has to offer. Old shows, new shows, original shows that were made specifically for the whole thing, and I've been trying to get around to watching Star Wars The Mandalorian, but kept getting distracted by some old favourites like Darkwing Duck and DuckTales, the original and the reboot. And I'm still waiting for them to bring House of Mouse on Disney Plus. Come on Disney, make it happen. Even Little Miss Tiny's enjoying Disney Plus.
You struck that robot whose boss Owlet. What a great show!
Love that girl. But all this streaming stuff has got me thinking. Should Cartoon Network have a streaming service of its own? As most of you know, Cartoon Network is a children's cartoon station that's been going on since 1992, and has been going strong for 27 years with some great cartoons and very recently not so great cartoons. So with Disney Plus being the big thing in streaming services, it makes me wonder if Cartoon Network could have a streaming channel of their own. I mean, what with Disney cashing in on the whole streaming service thing like Amazon and Netflix are doing, I think it's only a matter of time before other TV companies start doing the same thing. And Cartoon Network is one of those ones that I think should definitely do it.
I think I know what I'm talking about, alright? Alright? I didn't spend 12 years in kindergarten because I'm stupid.
Having all these cartoons from the various generations of Cartoon Network's history wouldn't just please the fans that watch it now, but it would also please the fans like myself who have watched it since the beginning. Just somewhere where people will be able to watch all their favourite shows from Cartoon Network. There'd just be so much to offer for the fans of the classic era of Cartoon Network as well as the fans of the current era of Cartoon Network. One thing I would definitely love to see the Cartoon Network streaming service do is put on all the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons that they used to show on Cartoon Network before they started making their own stuff. But as well as having Cartoon Network specific shows for the channel, I think that it could also work with some of the old shows that they used to show that weren't specifically owned by Cartoon Network. Like say the Looney Tunes and Merry Melody shorts, perhaps the Popeye cartoons, everything that was owned by Hanna-Barbera since Hanna-Barbera practically owned Cartoon Network at the time. And even some shows that weren't owned by America. Now being able to show Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies and every Hanna-Barbera cartoon ever made wouldn't be a problem since they're owned by Warner Brothers, but other properties like say Popeye and all that stuff may be a bit of a problem since they're not owned by Warner Brothers. Even Thomas the Tank Engine might be a bit difficult since they're owned by Mattel and Hit Entertainment at the moment. And we all know that Cartoon Network used to rerun Thomas the Tank Engine in the UK in the 90s for a while, and they currently run the new series on Cartoonito. So even if they were to put Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends on Cartoon Network streaming services, which may or may not happen, it's very unlikely that we'll see the classic series and just get the new series. It would also be nice to see some movies that Cartoon Network used to air on the streaming service as well, like say the old Looney Tunes films, the Tom and Jerry movie perhaps, and a lot of the other animated films that were owned by Warner Brothers. It would just be great to see what Cartoon Network had to offer back in the old days, whether it be TV shows and or movies. Another really cool thing I think they should do is collect all the Cartoon Network city bumpers that they used to do in the 2000s and stick them all together like a series of shorts. In case nobody remembers, the Cartoon Network city bumpers were little short bumpers that showcased every Cartoon Network character at the time in their own city, which showcased various areas of their own shows and rolled them into one complete city. So I think it'd be really awesome to have these as a part of the streaming service that may or may not happen because they were just really great to watch. Hell, they could even put it in their own folder and show them as one whole series or as little shorts, much like how Disney Plus shows the DuckTales reboot shorts. And I personally think it would be a no-brainer to have various animated shows from the other channels that Cartoon Network's had over the years, like say Boomerang, Cartoonito, Toonami, the list goes on. And while it could be possible for Adult Swim to be a part of it since they're practically owned by Cartoon Network, I'd say that the streaming service would probably have to put up a warning in each of their shows to say that it's filled with adult content. It would also give the new Cartoon Network viewers the chance to see some of the classic shows that they never got to see in their childhoods. Some of the classic shows that were really popular, even some of the shows that weren't so popular, and the old nostalgic classics that were underrated. And while we're on the subject of classics that used to air on Cartoon Network, I'd say it would probably be a no-brainer if they had the Mr. Men show on it as well. But if they were going to do that, I'd probably imagine that they would put in the American dubs for the show, much like how Netflix has the American dubs of Clifford the Big Red Dog. I don't know how likely it is that Cartoon Network would do a streaming service based on their channel, but I think it would be a really good idea and would definitely stream up the channel's popularity. I think it would be a really nice way to bring Cartoon Network fans together. Have it be almost as popular as Disney Plus and Netflix, just somewhere for Cartoon Network fans to go and watch some of these old classic shows that you loved as kids. Especially since Cartoon Network and Warner Bros. Refuses to sell these classics on DVD here in the UK. It would just be a great way for the fans to reconnect with some of these shows that they grew up watching when they were little. But whether or not it does happen in the future, I think it'd be really great to be able to see some of these old classic shows that we all used to love as kids. It's just a crazy idea in my head that may work for the fans, and it would just be a great love letter to Hanna-Barbera to be able to see all these classic cartoons that they worked on while they were working at Cartoon Network. And like I said, it may not be very likely that a Cartoon Network streaming service could happen in the future that may be as big as Disney Plus and Netflix, but it's just a really great thing that I had in my mind. Something that could bring Cartoon Network fans back into memory lane to rewatch some of their old classic favourites. So yeah, it's a silly idea in my head that may or may not happen, but it would just be a great thing for Cartoon Network fans all over the world. A place for them to relive their childhoods. If you have your own thoughts on other channels that should do their own streaming services like Disney Plus and Netflix are doing, then put them down in the comment section below and get your thoughts out there. I'm Dalek44, and I'll see you next time, folks. Too much.